I'ma grind like the rents do, yeah, yeah. I'ma hit the ground running, I'ma go and get the money. I'ma do what I gotta do, yeah, yeah.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Plugged.In.Podcast. I'm Dr. Beijing. What's poppin'?
Hey, what's good? I'm O1 Beats, producer extraordinaire, and we back for episode 5. Top 5, top 5, top 5. Let's go. All right. So, you know how we do over here? We always start off with our artist of the week. And this week, we got another young, talented artist that goes by the name of K4. And we shouting out K4 as artist of the week for his song Youngest Turn. So shout out to K4. We'll go ahead and put that link in the bio so you guys can get his contacts and his information. Speaking of bios, subscribe. Subscribe. Click that button below. It's tapping with us every week. Keeping news, keeping information, and keeping it fun. Janaea got the tea, and I got
The music.
so exactly. So, all right, well, we're gonna get right into it. We won't waste too much time. We're gonna get into the singles and albums of the week. So, first song we got is I'm Yeat, self-titled song. I'm Yeat by Yeat, and Benny X is producing. You mind if I go first on this one?
Chris, go
All right,
ahead.
cool. Um, Honestly, I like Yeat. Yeat's cool. He has a lot of good songs. He has a lot of good stuff. He's a great artist. Am I his number one fan? I wouldn't say that necessarily, but I became more of a fan after listening to the song and seeing how the song came out. And I respect him for it because two things. He did it for the culture. He sampled the "Yeah, Yeet, 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 Yeah" that with the fat kids, and he sampled that. It's like a meme that's like really popular, and it's like a bunch of kids on like a track field, and they're doing like "Yeah, Yeet." So he sampled that, and also he sampled one of his fans. And it also tied in that sample that he sampled from his fans, also tied into how he kind of came up with some of the lyrics for the song. Because in the song, in the sample, if you hear the guy's like talking about when you see the money, that's yeet. When you see the clothes, the cars, that's yeet. And so he now took that and made that the chorus, and I just thought that was crazy. That was super creative. So shout out to Yeet for that. Song was hard hitting, catchy, and I like the concept. I like how he incorporated his fans and like kind of like meme culture and all that. So 9 out of 10. Solid song. I like this a lot.
Friend, honestly, you took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, yeet, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He always give us a good time though. Song was kind of repetitive. He didn't really have
Mhm,
many lyrics there. But
mhm.
it's a great car banger, honestly. The vibes was there. It gave a lit song. Great song on the way to a function. You throw that joint on while you on the way to the
Yep.
club or the bar.
Yep. Yep.
The beats was there. I always feel like his vocals is lower than the beat. I don't know. Like I just feel like every song he just kind of a little bit lower than the beat. The beat's kind of
Mhm,
like high. I don't know. But oddly
mhm,
enough, it works for him, so I
mhm,
enjoy it. The song
mhm.
is very catchy. When you see the money, yeah, that's Yeat. Period per. Overall, I don't think that was just like his best song, but I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. We'll take it. 8 out of 10. All right. Yeah, like definitely. I don't know. We see the money. That's he. Just the way he comes in on that, John. Like I'm just like, oh, excuse me, sir. I wasn't familiar with your game. But it's like, okay, all right, we'll take it. I had a comment on the whole leveling of like being his vocals being louder than the or lower than the beat. That's a thing that's common nowadays in a lot of like younger artists. The 808s and the beat take precedence, and the vocals are just an addition sprinkled in sometimes. So it just be like that. It's definitely part of the style, though. His whole style.
It's a good car
Yeah,
song. I mean,
yeah,
that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure. Yep, I agree. All right. What do we got next?
We got Miami by Tommy Richman. He honestly reminded me of like a Miguel and the Weekend on this track. I don't know, kind of like a mix of
Hmm.
both.
Hmm.
The song reminds me of the 80s. Does it kind of give you 80s vibe though, friend? Like it kind of gives you like the 80s.
Yeah,
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 it just
yeah,
kind of like gave me like the 80s. But like I said, it was
yeah.
he reminded me of the Weekend, the Miguel mix.
Hmm.
I don't think that this was like his best $1 million like $1 Million Baby. I don't think this was like his best song. But the beat kind of is similar to $1 Million Baby, but it does cater to his style.
Hmm.
You know how like
Hmm.
each artist kind of has their
That
own unique style.
funky old school type of hip hop. Like it's got a blend of some type of old school, new school type of thing. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
The
Hmm.
energy was there. He gave us that R&B feel, which I feel like we don't our generation really doesn't tap into that R&B vibe. So it really just kind of gave like an R&B kind of feel to it. It was kind of versatile. Like he kind of switched up his flow a little bit, which I always appreciate, a nice switch up of a flow here and there in the song. But overall, I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah. Yeah. You more harsh than I am. I thought I was being harsh on some of these guys. You more harsh than me because the first one you said 8, I said 9. I'm like, dang. Okay. Gotta tighten up. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I agree with everything you said though. Nice smooth vibe. We're always expecting fire from Mr. Richman. So he has a good track record so far, but I feel like this song. I like the one that came out before this. The one it had like the Soldier Boy type of vibe. Dun 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 dun. Some like type of like yeah, I like that one better than this one, I would say. But this one had a dope vibe. It was a great effort. Real old school, like you were saying, real old school type of vibe. Like I could see myself in my, lowrider with my pimp hat, my pimp cane type shit, rolling
Skating like
down.
at the skating rink or something like that. Like
Or
it kind of gave
something,
like
yeah, something like
skating
old
black.
school, that whole old school vibe, like
Yeah.
real, yeah, but real like smooth, yeah, I would say. That's the best way to put it. 7.5 out of 10. Let me not ramble too much. 7.5 out of 10. Uh, but yeah, a generous 7.5, because like I said, not our favorite, but yeah. Hmm.
What we got next, friend?
Okay, so next on the docket, Ice T by Young Nudy, 21 Savage, Project Pat, and Cool. Okay. When I first saw this lineup on this song, I'm just like, okay, like they're gonna have to put in work on this. Like, there's no way they can fall short on this, and they didn't disappoint. They didn't exactly what we needed. Project Pat, love him. 21 Savage, love him. Young Nudy, great guy. Coop, never heard of him, but hey, way to get on the song with all these hard hitters. You know what I mean? Overall, 9 out of 10. Everybody snapped. I love the evil melodies on it. It was a great vibe, real young nudie type of vibe. Like he had these like interesting kind of like I won't say awkward, but kind of like just interesting type of beats that he picks, and everybody did their thing, especially Project Pat, right into it on the intro or like in the beginning of the song. Yeah, he sealed the deal. As soon as I heard him, I'm like, yeah, we in there. Love a Project
Yeah.
Pat record. Yep.
Everybody slid properly. I got no complaints on this song. Any song with Project Pat or GTJ is always gonna be a vibe. I feel like we don't get enough of Nudy. Like standout songs. Like I feel like he drops songs, but like I feel like standout songs, we don't get enough of that. And maybe I just need to tap a little bit into him a little more. I feel like one of his big songs, Peaches and Eggplants. I feel like everybody know that one. But maybe I just need to tune into him a little more because I really do like his rap style. He just be kind of just delivering and giving it. The beats a
Hmm.
vibe. It caters to all the rap styles because like you said, like this mix up of artists, like it's kind of like whoa, okay. But
Hmm.
it did like the beat was able to cater to all the artists. The
Hmm.
chemistry was there. And then I definitely added this song to my playlist. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Like this song was a vibe, friend.
We're always like right point 0.5 off, but yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
I mean, we are
We
always in that same kind of ballpark. Great taste. Hey, when you're born with great taste, what are you gonna do?
period.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. What we got next?
By 4-1 or 41, we got Kyle Rich, Tata, and Zeddy Will.
Yep.
So I had to do a little bit of deep dive. So 41 is the group name. It's comprised of Kyle Rich,
Oh.
Tata, and Zeddy Will. Yeah.
Oh. Hey, so
And
real quick comment. Zeddy Will, you know him. You just don't know, like you might not know his name, but now you're getting drunk. Fuck with my friend. Now you're getting drunk. Now you're getting drunk. Now you're getting drunk. Now you're getting drunk.
okay, so maybe he's not part of the group. There's a girl that's in the group. When I looked on Instagram, like I was trying to figure out like who's who, but she
Hmm.
seems like a young May type. So she's in the
Hmm.
group, and I can't remember what her
He
name
might
was.
be in there. I just wanted to say that Zeddy Wills is like
Three of them.
Yeah. He's probably in there. But Zeddy has his own like bangers, like already. I'll play you some later. Anyway, go back to your commentary. Sorry to disturb you. Go ahead.
Right,
Hmm
no. You're good, friend.
hmm
They seem like they're like kind of on the come up. They have a song out with A Boogie called Gotham City. I want to say that they're from New York. They also been featured twice in a row as Best New Artist at the BET Awards 2024 and
Nice, nice.
2025. They haven't won.
hmm hmm
But this song at first, when I first heard it, I felt like Ice Spice should have been on it. I don't know if you felt like that. Like it just kind of gave like an Ice Spice feel, you know? Like,
You're with me.
so
You're
maybe the
with me.
remix.
You're with me.
So maybe the remix, like I feel like they can kind of like tap in with Ice Spice. I don't know. That was looking giving on them bars. I heard some play on words throughout the song, so it was a vibe. The cadence gave that new New York sound. I feel like New York has kind of transformed their sound a little bit, so I did like that. Chemistry was good. Like I said, the group pretty much matched together pretty well, and overall, I give it an 8 out of 10. The song wasn't bad. I'm gonna tap more
Okay,
into them.
okay, okay. I agree. I've never heard of this 41 group. I didn't know they were a group, but I'm gonna have to look into them. I know I like Zeddy Wills. He has a couple of bangers like that, kind of like they say he's like the Will Smith of our generation, and I could see why they would say that. Tapping into that from Eddie Wills, but shout out to all of them. They all did their thing. They all slid. Great raps, great vibe. You know, like I put in my comments, love Zeddy because I know his stuff. You know, if I show you him, you'll know him. You know him, but you don't know that you know him. Anyway,
All right.
yeah. And then yeah, real New York vibes overall. Definitely like a New York. I was wondering, are they all from New York? I didn't really know that he was from New York. But yeah, real New York vibes. And I said at the end of my comments, Ice Spice on the remix question mark because I'm like, this is Ice Spice's bag. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know, we ain't
I
heard
like
from her in a while. Right? Yeah, we haven't heard from her in a while.
Sauce
Yeah,
Gardner. Period.
yeah. So
I heard
that's
something
that
NFL.
though. Wait, what'd you say?
I heard something NFL Bill.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the song. I forgot to say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the song. So we matched it on this one. Great song, great vibe. Yep. I agree. I agree.
And what
All
we got?
right. Yeah, so moving on, we got Wax On, Wax Off. No Miyagi. ASAP Berg, Lupe Fiasco, and RZA on this. And A Witch. Almost forgot that person.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's the main art. Oops, can't forget the main artist. The Wax On Wax Off by A Witch featuring ASAP Ferg, Lupe Fiasco, and RZA. All right, let's get into it. So, 7.5 out of 10 overall. Um, Took it in like a Karate Kid vibe. You know, I could see that for RZA. He's a big fan of hip hop and like old school hip hop and like martial arts. And I feel like old school hip hop and martial arts have like a degree of connection there somehow. So his samples, I feel like he produced this. His samples are very Karate Kid-ish. Dun, 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 dun. That's how the beat was, kind of. You know, I love the beat though. I love the energy. I won't say I wish they did more with the sample, but like I like the song, but I don't know. It's RZA, ASAP, and Lupe Fiasco. Maybe I gotta listen again, but you know, I was expecting a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 song, but still a great vibe, still a great beat. Everybody did their thing, you know. Mad respect to the artists. 7.5 out of
You basically kind of said like we just got on the same page this week.
ten.
I said this was a pretty interesting group of people. I didn't really know who A Witch was, so of course I had to look her up. She is a Japanese hip hop artist.
Oh,
She's
okay.
Japanese,
That makes
so it kind of
sense.
worked.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked. So I kind of did a little deep dive, but I
That's
feel like
tight.
the song should have been longer. Like that's like my only like. I think it was like 2 minutes and like 30 something seconds.
Mm,
Like this song, if you
mm,
got ASAP Ferg and Lupe and RZA on that song, I feel like it at least needs to be like 4 minutes. So like the song should be a little longer, but
right.
the selection of the beat was great. It definitely encompassed both that American and Japanese rap, so I really
Mm,
appreciated that. It gave authentic, like everyone sounded authentic. It gave real rap, real raw, real uncut. So I did like that. So I give it an eight
mm.
out of ten this week.
Okay, okay. All right. That's cool. That's cool. 7.58. So we always write in that uh right in that, you know. That's dope. That's dope. I agree. I agree. Right in that range, you know. All right. So I know you're excited to talk about this one. What we got next? What song we got next to talk about?
So we got both by
Both of them.
Sweetie.
Both of
It
them.
did give cunt. I give it to Cindy. I love Sweetie, honestly. Like, she could never do
Mm.
no wrong in my eyes. However, friend, I feel like she has a lot of potential, but she just does not have the right people backing her. Like, all of her songs are just kind of like the same vibe, if that makes sense. Like, which is fine. Like, if that's all you got to talk about is, cars, clothes. They can pay for this. They can pay for that. Pop my pussy on that. It's different when Sexy Red does it. I feel like it's just, I don't know. Like, Sexy Red kind of talks about the same thing too, but she has so many artists that she's featured with. But Sweetie, I just feel like she just hasn't. She don't have the right people backing her, unless it's like, maybe she's doing something else on the side. Like, I don't know what she does on the side. I don't really know much about her, uh, but I just feel like she doesn't have the right people backing her, so that way her
Mm.
music can get off the ground. Because I feel like she does not have. She has a few hits out there, but they like kind of short lived, like for a few months. Maybe it's bigger over in the West Coast,
Can I comment?
and that's yeah. Go ahead, comment,
All right. So
comment.
like I said, I study and observe because, like, I'm trying to be in there. So the game, the rap game, the hip hop, everything. So like I said, I've said in like a couple past podcasts, I hate to put a number on people, and I don't want to limit anyone's potential by my statement, but on average, most artists get about 5 years, before people get tired of hearing them. So we had her run. Uh, that's my type. That's my type. And then she had some buzz before that too, but she's maybe getting to the end of her 5 years. So like I said, if she doesn't come with something new and interesting to recapture the people's attention, then she could, like I said, like you said, she does kind of have the similar sound. We know her for those samples, and then the rich nigga, this nigga, that's my respectable. Hey, get it how you live it. But if you don't keep it fresh, keep it interesting, eventually, you might have a chance to fall off or something. Which is, I think, what we're seeing now. Anything can happen. If she comes out with a viral, whatever hit, something, maybe she thought this was the one, anything can happen, but it's very hard to keep people's attention. And I'll leave it at that. So that's really what we're seeing, I feel like.
I think she only dropped one. I wonder if she only dropped one album, and maybe it didn't do so well. And so she's kind of like, and it was a while ago when I think she dropped the
hmm
album.
When she was up, when she was
So
on, when she had the viral hits, yeah.
I wonder
Yep.
what she got going on, or maybe maybe she's trying to get into fashion, maybe she's trying to do a little bit of something else. I don't know, but overall, her lyrics were gave redundant as per usual. There was really no sustenance in her rap, which I mean, it kind of hasn't been, any of her songs. This will probably not go. I probably will not go out of my way to listen to this song ever again. Honestly, I give it a 5 out of 10. I'm gonna be nice. I give
Dang.
it a 5.
Dang. The impact from that comment.
No, I'm sorry. Like, I'm being honest. Like, if y'all want me to be honest, like, it just didn't give to me. Like, I mean, it's the same shit she talked about every single time, which is fine. Like, I mean, that's how you want to talk about. For somebody that got a degree, I feel like you ain't worried about no rich nigga. You can go get your own money, baby. Like, so it's also like, wait a minute, girlie. Like, you got your own degree. Like, I'm pretty sure she got her own degree. Like, she was a dancer in college, I think.
Oh.
She was like
Oh.
one of them little.
The marching thing, the marching band dancing girls. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard about that. I heard about that. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that.
She did her little
A little
thing, and
educated girly.
yeah, nigga.
For
Like,
sure. For sure. For sure. I hear it, I hear it because like a lot of people will say female artists only talk about popping pussy and spending money or spending a nigga's money or this or that. You know, I don't particularly agree with that sentiment, but you know, I could see why they would say that. So yeah, that's that. My commentary on the song, both of them, 6.5 out of 10. Um, I guess maybe I was generous. I don't know. It was something, because yeah, because I make music, so like I can't listen to somebody's some stuff. Maybe that's why like I'm a bit more generous because I know what goes into making a song, getting a placement, what the producer went through. So I'm like, okay, somebody made this. Somebody sat down and made this. There's something to definitely appreciate here. Good effort, cool. Maybe not a best song, in the world, but but yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I like the song, but it sounded like we were going to the circus. That was my main takeaway. I was
Yo,
really kind
what
of
the fuck? At least I didn't say that.
like this is just the sound overall, just was like giving me the vibe. That's what I have in my thing that I wrote down. So like, those are really my thoughts. And I'm just like, maybe something about the sample. I don't know, but
She just needs some other people in her corner. I don't know who her producer is, who her friends are. Like even like friend wise, I would be like, okay, girl, okay, friend, I don't think that you should drop this song. Like, you need like some people in your corner. I don't know, your label need to talk to you, somebody. But baby girl, we gotta work on it. You still pretty though. Hey, you there, friend? YOLO. Hey, can you get back in? Where's this one gonna go? Is it gonna save? I'm still in here. Yeah, my. You were like freezing. Like your camera was
go way
like
back.
freezing.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
camera was
no,
like freezing. And I was
it
just like,
crashed.
okay.
It crashed. Sorry, people, technical difficulties.
Well, you cut this out. You
Yeah,
cut this
yeah,
out.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Let's move on to the next.
All right. Last song. Is that the last song on the docket we got here? Could you take care of that one? I'm still like pulling my stuff
Yeah,
back
no,
up.
absolutely. So we got ABK by Joey Badass. I'm just gonna get this thought out here real fast. He fine. Oh, that's a fine man right there. Next thought. He's another artist that we don't get enough. We don't get really much of, and maybe we do. I just don't really tune in, I guess. But he also is into fashion. He's a new
Thing.
dad, also a new fiance too. So that go him. But overall, the song had a great rap vibe. It gave real rap, real raw, real uncut. The bars, the energy, he was really spitting on that shit. It gave MC rap battler type of vibe to it, if that makes sense. His flow, he switched it up several times, which again, I appreciate that flow switch up in the song. Like it's just not dry and just straight through. It's a flow switch up. He switched it all the way through. Overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. This song was actually kind of rocking to me.
Okay.
I listened to it like 3 times because I was just like, man, what is going on here? At first, I didn't really like it, and then I had to listen to it. I was like, man, this shit he kind of spitting that shit right now.
Honestly, I have commentary on this one. So I'll just premise this with once again we're locked in. We're point 0.5 apart. I said 8.5. Um,
Okay,
but it
okay,
was the 9 is well deserved too. And like he went hard on this. The beat was hard.
he did.
The flow was
He did.
hard. Like very different from what we know from Joey because I've been rocking with Joey since was it a 1999 project? Like early Joey when he was on his boom bap, like real rap, early in his career, So I've been rocking with him. I've seen him go from the acting to the fashion, back to the acting. He be on the acting thing.
Yeah,
So
he
that's
do be
why
on
we
that
really
acting vibe.
that's
That's right,
that's
he
why we
do.
don't really hear from him as much, because he's doing so many
He
things.
diverse.
Yeah,
That's
which is
good.
great. He's a true
He got money coming in
artiste.
every different avenue.
Yeah, he's a true artiste. So like, but yeah, very different from what we're used to. But just when I was thinking that, you know, um, he switched like he went in kind of like on a trap hip hop like trap type of like beat, crazy beat. Then he switched it up to the boom bap type of like, then he switched it
Mm-hmm.
again. So it was like
Uh
three
huh.
switch ups. I'm just like, bro's taking me like, yeah, crazy. Like, yeah, yeah, for sure. Like, I'm just like, where are you taking me to right now, Mr. Badass? Because this was very unexpected from him. I liked it. I loved it. It was a great song. Switch ups. I'm a producer, so I love the switch up. The creative switch up right in the middle where you think you're going somewhere and then they take you somewhere. That's how you keep somebody's attention. I mean,
Yeah.
Saweetie, take notes. It's like, no
No,
shade.
for real. Take notes. It's not her style. She don't
Yeah,
really.
but it's the art of keeping attention. That's really what music is. How long can you keep somebody listening to your song? And I think he did a great job of that in this song. Right back to the boom bap, then to the switch up, to the third switch up, to the chokehold, the whole way. 8.5 out of 10. Hats off to you. I hope we hear more of this. There's a project in the works from Joey. But yeah,
That'd be great.
yeah, great vibe overall. Yep. Yeah, that would be exciting. We'll see. We
All
shall
right, we're ready to
see.
move on.
Yes, we are. Albums of the week. We got well, this one I thought it was an album, but it really was like a two-song EP type of thing. But Woke Up slash The Face with Trippie Redd. Then we got League of My Own by Gello. We got Rockstar Junkie by Loe Shimmy, ADHD 2 by Joyner Lucas, by J Balvin, and then Summertime Butch 2 by Benny the Butcher. So we're gonna talk about all of these albums right now.
Yeah, let's get in.
Yes.
Um, you want me to start it off, friend?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and start it off.
We got Woke Up and The Face by Trippie Redd. The cover, let's just get the cover out the way. The cover art was lit. I don't know. I liked it. The two bitches shaking their ass on it just I like the way Apple Music kind of just does things. I personally
Mm-hmm.
liked it. That
Mm-hmm.
was good for Trippie Redd. The beat transitions in the songs, in the two songs, they were pretty smooth, pretty like almost like movie cinematic type of vibe. Woke Up had this more open of an angelic voice, and then it kind of just went hard into that high energy zone that we know Trippie Redd for. And then we got DJ Drama on the second song that provided the beat for The Face, and I'm a big DJ Drama fan. The delivery was kind of a blend of aggression, which is not new to Trippie, as well as the emo rage vibe, which was just kind of randomly mixed in with the melody vibe. Because he does how to have like a little singing vibe that he does in his songs. It gave kind of like a chaotic feel to it, the songs. I think like one of the lines was just like kind of off the wall, like I'm gonna you like I was like, what is going on here? It was pretty short. I mean, it was just two songs. I mean, I don't really know. It was kind of short. I don't know if it's like gearing up for a bigger project or what's going on there. The beat selection, like I said, it was great. He was able to kind of switch it up from aggression to emo to calm. It was just kind of it was great to kind of be a part of those flows, so you can kind of keep the listener engaged. Lyrics were just kind of basic. They weren't really spitting. He wasn't really spitting anything that he don't normally spit already.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of repetitive, and I feel like it was a song. Like some of the songs, like I've heard from Trippie, like it was kind of like similar to this song, these two songs. But I do feel
Mm.
like these songs kind of have
Okay.
a short-lived impact on the culture of music, unless he decides to drop like
Okay.
a bigger
Okay.
project. My favorite song was "The
Mm.
Face." So the second song was DJ Drama, but overall I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Like I don't really feel like it really did anything for me personally. Which I do like Trippie Redd. I just feel like these two songs just wasn't, it just wasn't like a vibe for me.
Hmm. Okay. That's interesting to hear because you're a fan, and I would say I like Trippie Redd. Yeah, like, I like Trippie Redd, and I'm not listening to like his whole albums though, and it's not because of anything. It's just because there's like a lot of music, and I kind of like consume selectively. No offense to anybody, it's just But I like some of his songs, But that's just interesting to hear that you're actually a fan because I rated it an 8. I rated both songs an 8. Um, yeah. So the intro, I
Yeah,
think
it just didn't
like.
do nothing for me.
Yeah, I guess maybe I was going into it thinking it was like a project. Then I realized there's only two songs. So yeah, it just sounded crazy. Like the first song, um, I liked it. It was just like on some futuristic shit, really hard hitting. The second song, The Face, had a nice bounce, great vibe, nice flow. Hard song overall, I thought it was pretty dope. Maybe that's just me being generous again, but yeah, that's genuinely what I thought at the time when I listened to it. But you're a fan, so I don't really. I guess I kind of have an idea of what to expect from him, but like being a fan, maybe as a fan, it let you down because I'm not so familiar with all of his work. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is what he do. But you're probably used to it, so you're probably
So like
expecting something else.
his last project he dropped, I forget what the joint called, but it's literally no skips. Like it had Juice WRLD on there. Like it literally was no skips. So that's why I'm expecting like and it was like I want to say it was like the album of the year for me. Like I literally listened to that album all year round. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. But yeah, it just wasn't given to me. Like I said, if it was linked to Trip, no, it's not Trip at Night. Shit, what is it called? Uh, Maybe it's not his last. No, it is Trip at Night. I lied. Trip at Night, and it came out in 2021. So it's a birthday ago. That
Hmm.
album, no skip. But yeah, I mean, it just wasn't like doing anything for me. I don't know. Like I said,
Hmm.
maybe if it was linked to another like a larger project and that just wasn't the only song, like the only
Hmm.
two songs, then
The
maybe
body of work,
just
yeah,
kind of I can kind of like look over it and just kind of look at the other songs. But yeah, it just wasn't
yeah,
my cup of tea.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it'd be like that. Comment. So, the two girls in the front, they're the double dose twins. I was like, what are these girls doing here?
Are they not the Claremont twins?
They're a separate set of twins with big old rear ends. Twin BBLs.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, to say it respectfully, that's all that's all I'm gonna say. You can look them up, double dose twins. But yeah,
Definitely
uh,
look about. I'm gonna look about after this. All right, here.
yeah,
Cool, cool, cool.
and I really liked what Apple Music does with like the moving like covers. Yeah, I thought it was pretty
Ooh,
cool.
that's like kind of pretty new.
J Balvin's
So
album had it too, like the little
yeah, yeah. A lot
project
of
or
the
whatever.
albums have them
Yeah,
now.
yep,
Yeah,
hmm,
I
yep,
appreciate that. Apple, you do your thing.
yep, yep. I agree.
What we got next?
Okay, so we're just gonna go in order of our list here. League of My Own, Gallo. So you're probably wondering why I'm smiling because I won't say I was talking shit about Gallo, but I wasn't expecting much from his rap career. I thought it was a one and done, and I would say that I
Fact.
was a little bit pleasantly surprised by the project. I do have some commentary though for Gallo on this
Right? Yeah,
project.
yeah,
So, I'll just start off with the rating, 8 out of 10, for the whole project. Um,
yeah.
yeah. So, overall, the project had a real 2000s rap vibe, which is his style. Um, he surprised me overall, though. It was a pleasant surprise. I'll just name some of my favorites on the project. That first song, that intro song went hard off the rip. I love the little swag surf sample that he put in there. That was cool. He's real creative with it. I'll give him that. If he can keep this up, he could probably keep producing hits. So we'll see how it goes, though. Second song as my favorite is the second song on the project. Um, a swerve in this corner. Ooh. So we already know that one. That was another fave. Song track three. Sorry, I don't have the names in front of me. Let me look this up real quick. Track three. Do you have the names in front of you by chance?
I can pull them up for you though. I definitely downloaded the
No, it's okay.
album.
I'll pull it up so I can get back to my commentary. Um, track three,
Right here.
shook the game.
Oh, there it is.
Let's keep going. Track three shook the game. Another fave. Real hard song, real hard vibes. Great song overall. Another song that I liked was the track nine, Wine and Dine. It had a real 50 Cent vibe to it, and I'm like, this guy, he knows what he's doing because he's kind of like taking shit that already worked and kind of making his own. Like the flow, I like the flow switch up though. I won't say it reminiscent of like Pop Smoke, but it's kind of like what Pop Smoke did. Pop Smoke kind of like had his own, 50% vibe to him, but it's like different, So this song also has, like, if you can tap into that more, I think that'd be cool. And then track 12 was also dope. Had like a DMX vibe. Like he's just going through the 2000s and taking inspiration from everybody.
Yeah,
I'm
stick your
feeling it.
shit.
It's definitely different because, nothing under the sun is new. So he's kind of going back to what was and kind of taking and then making his own, which is interesting. I will say that some of the sounds, I won't say got repetitive. Repetitive is such a like negative word, but like he has a sound and it's very evident on this project. I would say that. Sometimes I'm like, okay, what else? Like I see you're doing the 2K, the 2000s rap thing. What else? But overall, I gave him an 8. So that's. And I guess that's just because he surprised me. So between 7.5, 8, 8. I'll give him the 8. 8 out of 10.
Nah, friend, we literally on the same wave this week. He surprised me too. I thought it was gonna be trash. Like I said, like you said, it was gonna be a one and done. He actually kind of giving. Um, oh, it's actually kind of shocking. I want to say he's from California, but he raps like he's from like Louisiana, Memphis. All his
Oh.
beats is like giving like Louisiana, Memphis style. So it kind of gives that like southern bounce vibe to it. He kind of makes those songs that are kind of like viral worthy. Like, I mean, Tweaker was like big for the NBA like this
Hmm.
past season.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I'm sure another song with that project is probably gonna go viral in like the NFL season.
For
Like I
sure.
mean,
Oh, for sure. Yep. At least one.
I
Yep.
wish he could have had a little bit more features. I think the only feature was like Glorilla and then like maybe
Yep.
someone else. I don't
Yep.
know. I don't think it was many. I think it literally was just Glorilla.
Yep. It was just Glorilla on that one song. Yeah.
So I feel like maybe, but that song came out a while ago. I want to say that wasn't like a new song.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I want to say that came out a little bit ago. But like I said, his sound kind of remind me of that southern rap, like the big time artists, no
Hmm.
limit artists. Kind of bring me back to more of a simpler time when I ain't had to pay no bills and
Hmm.
I just kind of mind my own business.
Hmm.
The beats, production, lots of piano, heavy on the bass, so you can bump that joint in your car, especially on like Law and Order and Boot It Up.
Hmm.
Uh, I would like to see what else he could do, like you said before, like flow wise, because he does give that 2000s, rapper style, which he just kind of just doesn't change his. I don't know, maybe that's just him. Um,
He's
I
new.
can't
People
say that Wine
forget
and
he's
Dine
new.
song.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't say that Wine and Dine song was a little bit different for him. So maybe that was like his
One and done.
experimental type of vibe. Yeah. And then it was sorry, let me just scoot over. So yeah,
Very
my
good.
top favorite songs: "Booted Up," "Humble," "Abode," and "Can You Please." Those are my top three songs. And
Can
like I
you
said, I give it an 8 out of
please?
10. That was cool.
Really? I'm
I
just
give it
wondering
an 8
about
out of
your.
10.
I'm wondering about your faves. Boot it
No, that's
up.
not my favorite.
No, no,
"Booted
no.
Up" was probably like my top.
Huh.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to listen again. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Booted Up was probably my top one. But yeah,
Yeah.
there was definitely some weak songs on the project. That's what I was gonna say before, and
Hmm.
I kind of stumbled over it. But it was definitely some weak songs on the project, of course. But most of them I feel like will be replayed by somebody. Like I said, the NFL is gonna take one of the songs and run with it. And he gonna walk out with somebody, one of the teams, one of
Right.
the Cali
Yeah.
teams.
Performing or something like
So
that. Quick comment
yeah,
on number six, Humble Abode, which is one of your faves actually. I said maybe fave. I like that one.
yeah,
It had a
yeah.
country roads feel to it.
Chill, man.
It had a
Like
country
I said,
road
he did
like
that southern vibes, and I don't really
yeah.
understand. Like for me from Cali, like
Yeah.
you don't really hear like the West Coast vibe. I don't know. Maybe he just grew up on the East Coast rap,
It's his
but you don't really
inspirations.
hear
Yeah,
that.
exactly. If you look at like kind of like some of the songs who he sounded like it's the people that were popular in the 2000s, basically, like really for real. Like,
Literally.
but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. He definitely showed some interesting sounds on the Humble Abode song and Wine and Dine. So let's see what else he can do. You know, they say there's like a sophomore curse, like your second album is always so hard to follow up if you have a good first. So like let's see what happens. Let's see what this one does. I'm probably listen again, go back, you know, kind of see what else I can find. But yeah, solid eight
I
out
feel
of
like this was a
ten.
good project after the double XL. Like this was a good project because he was on double
Mm-hmm.
XL this year. So I do feel
Mm-hmm.
like this was a good project to kick his kind of like his
Yeah,
career off of after
good
having that
timing.
platform.
Yeah, yep. Great timing on this one, July 18th. Yeah, great timing. I agree. Okay, alrighty, on to our next project.
You know, all right. We got Rockstar Junkie by Loe Shimmy. I don't know.
Low shimmy,
But no,
low shimmy.
Loe Shimmy.
Yeah,
I can
low
say that.
shimmy.
I'm still thinking about Bobby Schmurder. Hey yo. No, hello Shimmy. He has some good features on
Mm-hmm.
the album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really familiar with him. But I did some research on him. He seemed like a really hungry artist. I mean, he had that hustle energy. Apparently, he recorded a lot of his music like on flights, buses, bathrooms. Like he just like one of them hungry artists, which kind of go both ways. Like because you're not really protecting the craft. Like the craft of music should be, you should
Mm-hmm.
record in the studio. You should be recording in a bathroom. Like this is music. Like if you want to be an artist, be an artist. Get some money,
Huh. I didn't
invest.
notice that. I didn't notice that.
But no. I don't know if he recorded this specific album in the bathroom, but like I know that to get himself off the ground, I think he was recording on flights,
Mm,
buses, and in the
mm, mm,
bathroom.
mm, mm.
But back to the features, he had really some good features. From Quavo to Don Toliver to Trippie Redd, No Cap, which kind of shows that he's kind of like growing already in like the music industry with these artists that have kind of been around for a while. A lot of the melodies did sound similar. he almost kind of like just reminded me of like a raspy voice Don Tolliver. I wish he didn't have a song with Don, so it just kind of worked out. I really didn't care for the cover art personally of the album.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
just wasn't like I didn't know what the hell was going on with his hair first off, but I just wasn't a fan of it. But he was a double XL freshman, and I feel like this was a solid album to have after giving that platform, just like Jello. It sounded like kind of like a Southern Pain raps, kind of like a little bit of Detroit mixed in there sound. Some definitely some R&B vibes, and then it also kind of gave a Caribbean note, but it all kind of like
Mhm.
worked together.
Mhm.
And I kind of was reading somewhere they called it like a groovy trap sound, if that makes sense. So I
Mhm.
kind of agree with it. It was kind of like groovy trap music.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It was 26 tracks over like an hour, I want to say. The flow of the tracks were pretty good. I personally would have liked it to be a little shorter as your first album. Maybe kind of made a part A, part B type of vibe going on. It still was a vibe. I think some of my top songs was Supersonic, 3 a.m. with Dawn, Added Up with Trippie, Demon, and Not Alright. And I give it an 8 out of 10. It was solid.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Uh. So unfortunately, Mr. Shimmy, I was only able to make it through half of the album because this genre was long as heck. But
Yeah.
but I really did give a good listen to everything. I'm trying now. I'm curious to see if there was something different on the second half. But I made it up to like track 10 thereabouts. Based on that, 7.5 out of 10. So we're kind of right in the, you know. But yeah, I feel like all of the songs were real smooth. Track 6 had like a real West Coast type of vibe to it. Real like, but like you said, smooth trap. You know, like a smooth trap type of soulful on some of them. Real something you could smoke to. You know, real vibes. The Don Toliver song was a fave, definitely. Track 8 was also another favorite. Feel It, Fiend Mo, and 3 a.m. I think he dropped 3 a.m. before this project came out. Didn't we? Didn't we talk about this song? Yeah, maybe. But I feel like we talked about it in another podcast, but maybe I'm tripping. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of great vibes. Like track 1 had like a diced pineapples, straight diced pineapples type of vibe to it. I'm like, okay, this is how you starting off, cool. Um, yeah, maybe in the chords or something like that, but it was giving me a diced pineapples vibe. Real smooth, like I said, like you know, like I said smooth like 10 times in this like one
It really
conversation about
was smooth.
this.
Like, it
Yeah,
really
yeah,
was.
yeah. Um, I felt like a lot of the sounds, I won't say, because like I said, I only listen to half. So based off of what I'm listening to, a lot of similar vibes. That's the only thing. Kind of like Yellow. Yellow had a lot of similar vibes on there, but I'm only giving a half-baked opinion because I only got halfway through. So maybe you can confirm. But I feel like it was a lot of like, for that first 10 tracks, like a lot of similar, same kind of vibes. I don't know if that's his sound. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know. But right. I was gonna say maybe that's his style, but he's a freshman. He's a freshman double XL artist, so like I can see why he's on there though. I like the vibe. Like you know, if you're a fan of this, then like he's giving you everything you need right there. I like definitely like had some songs that I really liked though. Like I said, track 5, 7, 8, and 9. I had like 4 faves out of just those 10 that I listened to. Let me see. Track 5 was Private Party, great vibe. Um, Gave It, another great vibe. 3 a.m., great vibe, and Fiending for More. So yeah. Um, oh, track 4 too. Two Faced with YTB Fat. Yeah, 7.5. Good stuff, Loe Shimmy. I'll be back. I'll be back for more, buddy. It's like we're experiencing some technical difficulties. Please bear with us while we get back to the recording. Thank you.
Friend,
Yo, yo, yo.
what's going on? We might have to think about Riverside.
Yeah,
I
Riverside.
don't know what y'all doing, but this
I
is
mean,
like 2 weeks in a row.
it is like a Zoom call, and they're uploading high quality video and audio. at the same time as we're recording. So it's like
Uh,
it really depends on our connections, honestly. Our connections and what we got going on, and maybe Riverside. I don't know. Get it checked out, Riverside. Anyway, back to it. We back. I think we're done talking about the Loe Shimmy album, though, right?
yeah, I think so. I'm done. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, on to the next. I'm actually excited to talk about this one because I listened to all of it and I was thoroughly impressed. Joyner Lucas, ADHD 2. Let's get into it. Okay, so um, I'll save my rating till the end. But I'll just give my commentary real quick. I can find it. Yep, there we go. So I felt like the album overall was well rounded, had a little something for everybody in a good way, and a lot of strong tracks, a lot of really strong tracks. Great project overall. The intro, what the fuck is that? What the fuck was that? You remember the intro?
Yeah, I didn't really care for any of the skits.
Okay, dang, what the heck? I got comments on the skits. So the first
Yeah,
skit, it just like I don't know, you listen to ADHD one, but I don't know if it's a continuation, but it was just interesting. Like it was interesting because it was weird. It was a little weird. Like I don't know. The therapist thing, it just threw me off. But yeah, it was just like interesting way to start the album, to say the least. One hell of an intro. So he had a dope strong start on track two. Let's see. A favorite of mine was track three. I gotta pull this up. Have it on me. Joyner Lucas, ADHD. Yep, there we go. I wish I knew. Great song. That was definitely a strong start to the album, like I was saying. Real hard hitting drums. Oh, great overall. A favorite of mine was one of them. He went in on this track. And like I don't really have like too much of a pretense on Joyner Lucas apart from like when he got popular and the songs that were popular from him at the time. But yeah, I would say this is like a first impression ish for me. Like listening to a project all throughout. I liked it overall. Another fave was track four, Tear Me Down with Ava Max. Um, Great radio record. That's how I kind of said it had something for everybody. Great delivery from all collaborators on this. The girl that was singing did her thing. Ava did her thing. Joyner did his thing. This definitely should do well on radio. Um, let's see. Kev was funny on number five. Kind of random, but what I really liked in terms of the interludes was the one with Denzel Washington. Think it was track nine, the Denzel skit. Um, I don't know. I liked it. It had a good message, you know. Um, he actually really said something on that, even though it's kind of like a skit. But another favorite of mine was track eight, "Hate Me" with T Pain. I think that went hard. I love T Pain on that. Big T Pain fan. Great song, great beat, great energy. You know. Track 11, Butterfly Effect. It was a standout track for me because I was very impressed because he kind of went country on us a little bit on this one. Very much not what I expected from Joyner Lucas. So I like the versatility that he is showing on this project because he had like a lot of different vibes on the project. He had a radio record, he had a country record, he has a bunch of trap records, he has like, something for everybody. If you like hip hop, if you like this, that. Yeah. Um, Track 11, Anxiety Wins. He had like kind of like a Trippie Redd Rockstar type of vibe on this, which is like another reason why I was saying like kind of something for everybody. But he's a real versatile dude. I don't want to ramble on. I'm gonna just give my rating. Um, and overall, I give him an 8.3 out of 10.
three. Oh, what the hell? What the hell?
No, because I gotta get like I gotta get into the it's like okay 8, but it was a little bit better than an 8. So like you can get in there. We can get in the weeds with this. It can get nuanced. So that's a true rating, 8.3. Yeah.
So I actually don't listen to Joyner Lucas like that. I'm gonna put that out there. I have a good friend that does listen to Joyner
Same.
Lucas. Shout out to Grant, my
Hmm.
my my father's. I mean, it's not my father's. My son's. Goodness, I can't think of the word.
Godfather.
Godfather. There we go. Okay, it's been a long day, guys. But his delivery was very crisp, very razor sharp. That's with the lyricism there, so I do appreciate that. He's an artist I feel like does not need many features. I feel like he can carry a song on his own without like having many features. But I did appreciate the features that he had. He did have a song on there that kind of catered to the people with ADHD or even struggling just with mental health, white noise. So that was nice. I don't myself, but I do know people that do have ADHD and also have mental health issues. So it's great to, kind of have an outlet of artists to look to. I mean, as expected, his lyrics were there. He's really good with the penmanship, their bars, the storytelling aspect. So, that's just nothing new there. Beats were clean, very mixed, very good for him. Like I said, the skits kind of threw me off. I mean, I didn't really care for any of the skits. I feel like I would have like more of like a kind of like an interlude situation, just of him like saying like a
Mm-hmm.
few things and just keeping them, smoke one, drink one, pop one. You know how like Travis had like a
Smoke
song
one,
like
drink
that.
one, pop one. Smoke one, drink one, pop one. Yeah.
Like something like that. Like I don't really care for like the commentary skits. Like the first one like threw me for a little, but I was like, all right, this is about to be hell.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan's just like as a newer listener that doesn't listen to Joyner Lucas, so I'm not really sure where I'm coming into. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? My top favorite songs, "Time Is Money" with the baby. I really like the baby. I feel like a lot of people don't like him, but I really, really like the baby. I feel like that man could just rap his ass off.
Mm-hmm.
He be rapping like the motherfucking rent is due. And then New Souls with Ty Dollars was also a good fave. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10 as my like first time actually listening to Joyner Lucas.
You said the baby was on this?
Yeah, I think he was on "Time Is Money," right?
No. Yeah, he was. My bad. Sorry. What was I saying? Yeah. Uh-uh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. I'm a little bit annoyed because I actually only made it to song 13. Sorry. So two of your faves. I'm sorry. Two of your faves, but I got the gist of the album. It was great. Two of your faves are
Yeah,
things that I didn't listen to. So I'm sorry,
yeah. You gotta
guys.
go back and listen to it. It was actually decent.
Okay, I will. You said what was it? What would you give it? Okay,
Listener to it
okay,
wasn't like it's a C. Like it was okay.
okay, okay. Like I said, I like to be surprised. If you surprise me as a new listener, we there. I'm gonna tap back in. Are you like you're a new listener?
I'm a new listener to him, but
I
I
wasn't
wasn't.
not I was not expecting much. Like, no offense to him, I wasn't like I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't. It's Joyner Lucas. Like, he's not exactly a Drake or like a Kendrick. So I'm just like, okay, let's see what he does. But I could see why people listen to him, and I could see why he has fans. You know what I mean? So like I said, he surprised me because I rate an artist off of their versatility, their ability to dip into different things and try different things, as opposed to just giving us the same thing. And I saw like him do three different styles on this project, so I'm just like, okay, XXX Tentacion, another genius. His last project that he dropped before he died, he gave us Hispanic, he gave us Afrobeat. I'm pretty sure he gave us rap, he gave us trap, he gave us the rock, grunge, hip hop. He gave us everything. Like, you don't see too many people that can do that, and I respect it when I see it. So I'm like, okay, maybe what else did he have on the rest of the tracks? Maybe the 4, 5 tracks that I didn't get to listen to. So that's just why I give him the 8.3. But yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah, solid,
All
solid
right,
stuff.
let's move to the mixtape by J Balvin. Personally, I thought it was really vibey. I feel like anything in that like realm of like Hispanic rap, like it's always vibey. It always takes me back to the first time when I was in Puerto Rico, shaking my ass on the beach. Period. I loved it. No, but I love the reggaeton effort. It almost gave like a 2000s vibe to me. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it gave like a 2000s like Shakira type of vibe. I don't know. Like, maybe it's just me. Um, but it sounded pretty good. I mean, I don't understand what is being said, so I can only say that it sounds good. So like the lyrics sound okay. It seems like it was a mix of a few like genres within like the whole Hispanic rap thing.
Hmm.
He had like some UK vibes going. I heard a little
Hmm.
bit. Some salsa. Um, there actually was a UK artist on there. So,
Yeah, I believe so.
I think yeah. My favorite song was Mysterio with Gilberto Santos Ria. That
Ooh,
was like my
okay,
favorite song. That caught
okay,
my attention, and then I give it
okay.
a 7 out of 10. no offense, but I do feel like
Okay.
a lot of the Hispanic music kind of sounds similar.
Hmm.
But it's probably just because I don't understand, I don't know the language like that. Like I do know a little bit of Spanish, but like you talking that fast, I don't understand what you're saying. So to me, it kind of sounds like similar to other Hispanic, but I mean that's just coming from America, you know. Don't take that like a statement to heart.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're just giving your opinion and your, but here's something I noticed. Even like if the artist, there's some songs that you hear from somebody that, and you don't know what they're saying. Like I listen to some Nigerian songs and they're speaking another like language within our country, and I don't know that language, but it's like the energy and the vibe can cut through so much that you're just like, oh, I love this song. And I
Yeah,
feel like,
absolutely.
you'll feel that. I know you probably felt that on some songs on this project, and I don't think understanding the language will really, maybe on some, maybe if he's like talking some deep stuff, but like if it's a vibe, it's a
Like
vibe, you know? Yeah, yeah. But yeah, let me get into my feedback. I won't make it too long. It was a short project, not short, but like 10 songs, nothing too crazy. My favorites were Ooh with Stormzy, the UK, that's the UK artist, Stormzy. That was one
that's
of
what
my
I thought.
faves. Yep. And then I liked PQBL. That's the song, track four. It was like a real love song. Yeah, a real love song, feely vibe. That was one of my favorites. And then track seven, Sandro Pay, had a hard beat, great collab, great delivery, honestly. I don't know what he's saying, but like I'm used to listening to music where I don't exactly know what they're saying, but I can feel what they're saying. So based on that, those three were my favorite. I gave him a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we try to keep it diverse in this podcast. So, shout out to J Balvin, J Balvin, Balvin, J Balvin. But,
All right, the last album.
yeah,
You got something else to say, friend?
nope, go ahead.
The last album we're gonna talk about is "Summertime Bitch 2" by Benny the Butcher. So I don't listen to Benny Butcher the most. I mean, I'm not that much. Actually, I did see him in concert. We went to Summer Jams a few years back, and he performed. Um, but I don't really know much about him. I didn't really like pick him up after I listened to him. Um, I did do a little bit of research for this album. "Summertime Butch" Part One was a thing. They said a lot of people said that they liked this project better. So
Hmm.
that's interesting.
Okay.
So I will have to probably go back and listen to "Summertime Bitch" Part One. I feel like some of the songs really didn't quite fit the flow of the album, so maybe he could have just kind of had someone like step in and just say, hey, like maybe just remove some of these songs,
Mm,
just take out the weaker songs and just like maybe made it an EP or something like that.
mm,
But for me, there was really no standout songs in the project. I'm not really a like I don't really know like I don't think I'm really a fan of him.
mm.
The beats were solid though. Some of the beats were made by Michael Made It and Dare Ringers.
Oh, nice, nice. Hmm.
He delivered those good bars. I believe he's from New York. I'm pretty sure he's from New
Yeah,
York.
yeah, pretty sure.
And but like I said, personally, I don't really listen to him, so I probably wouldn't listen to this again. I don't just replay value. Like I just probably wouldn't like listen to this again. But if I were to like maybe try to tap into Benny the Butcher, y'all comment below on what project I should listen to if I'm going to listen to one.
Comment below.
Favorite songs on the project is "Why Would I" with G Herbo. I love me some G Herbo. "Told You So," and then "In the Wall" or with Bun B. And overall, I give it a 6.5.
Sounds like I didn't miss much because I did not listen. Sorry, viewers. Hey, look. I'm gonna put a GoFundMe in or a Patreon or something in the link. If y'all donate, I'll try to listen to all the albums. Okay, how about that? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I literally just wasn't opportune to. I did my best. There's like five albums, a lot of music to listen to. So, actually six, I think. Right? Yeah, it's like six albums. But this is what we
It
do.
was pretty album heavy weekend, a week.
Yeah, very album heavy. Even this upcoming week that we're about to have, we had some drops, but that's for next week, guys. You have to tune in next week to hear about that. But Benny the Butcher, fans of the podcast, I'm sorry. I'll do better, okay? But But yeah, so we switched it up a little bit this week. That's a wrap for our albums. So let us know what you think in the comments. If you agree with us, if you disagree with us, and tap in with us
Please,
on.
fuck if y'all disagree with me. I'm just saying. I'm a troll here. I just
Okay.
want to let y'all know.
Well, if you do or you don't, or if you feel a way about my co-host's comments, comment below. And please take a second to go ahead and hit that like bell and hit that subscribe button, please. It helps us be able to get paid to do this more. Right now, we actually don't get paid. We don't get paid at all. We probably won't get paid for a while. But we love what we do, and it helps us be encouraged. It gives us moral boost. So go ahead and do that. And now we're moving on to popcorn topics with Janae.
Yeah,
So,
we just have some quick more topics. We're gonna cover the big cash out and his mama situation, and then we're gonna cover Nicki and SZA on this go round. So we're gonna make it real quick this week. We got cash out his mama cash conviction. And y'all, why did nobody tell me these people was on trial? I didn't even know anything about this. So what happened? Yeah, you know Cash Out. Cash Out, he dropped one of the biggest songs of 2012,
mm,
Cashing Out.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, I was so shook. But what happened, y'all? Cash Out has been found guilty of rape, sex trafficking, and RICO charges.
Oh,
Mama Cash was also convicted of sex trafficking and RICO charges. His label was
okay.
apparently running a prostitution ring. There also was some sort of witness tampering going on through the jail phones. Cash Out and his mama was intimidating witnesses. He has been sentenced to life in prison plus 70 years. His mama has been sentenced to 40 years. Bro, they gave this man a plea deal of 25 years and he said no. I know he wish he took that 25 years now. But this is
That's the
horrible.
thing. That's sorry to cut you off. That's the thing about them because they'll give you the plea deal, and if you don't take it, they're gonna throw the whole book at you. They're gonna throw the whole encyclopedia at your ass, bro. Like, if you don't take that deal, oh no, they're gonna persecute you to the full extent of the law.
This is probably why we haven't heard from him. Like I didn't know that he was doing all of this prostitution and RICO. I feel like they just be throwing RICOs around. Like let's pause real quick. I feel like they just be throwing this term RICO around. Like it makes me question: do I have a RICO out for me? Like am I doing RICO? I feel like everybody got a RICO at this point. I didn't heard. I've never heard of RICO until I think 6ix9ine. I think that was like the first time I heard RICO. I didn't know what the hell a RICO was. I had to
Okay.
look deep into it.
I mean, I have some comments. Okay. The reason that it might be a RICO is because organized crime. Basically, if you have organized crime, you're more likely than not. I may or may not be wrong. All my lawyers, please comment down below. But if you're the head person of a ring or something that's happening, something like prostitution or drugs, and that's what consists of a RICO because Diddy was just flying prostitutes in and out. But technically, if he's facilitating them or he's facilitating them for himself, it can be considered it's crime. You know, Diddy's thing is not even a RICO. Let me not even say that for real. But it's organized crime basically, and doing things methodically, planning shit out. That's when you have a RICO. You have a lot of different moving parts. You have your runners. You have your hierarchy. You have your leadership. Somebody calling the shots. Kingpin statute. All of that shit. That all falls under the RICO, under my understanding, my limited understanding. Second comment. Um, I said this before, guys. I'm gonna say it again. If you become an artist, you become famous or whatever, stay out of the streets if you can. Stay out of the streets. If you kept it out the streets and kept it
Agree.
with the music, respectfully, I don't know what he got going on, but I just can't see a situation where he feels like he has to be forced into doing what it was that they accused him of doing with the women. Like, but that's just my 2 cents or whatever.
I think maybe his music just didn't take off because he has not had a project in like I want to say like the last like big like song was She's Working and that was dropped in 2014. So like we haven't heard anything from this man in a very long time. Honestly, I forgot he exists. But when that song Cashing Out come on, I'm turned. Like
Yeah,
I said, that was like one of the biggest songs of 2012.
yeah.
So around with that Nina, around with
Oh, that's the
holiday.
song you're talking about. That Nina. Oh, that's my shit.
Yes,
I'm like,
yes,
I'm
yes,
like, I was
yes,
just like, I'm gonna have
bro.
to look this up later. That's my shit. That's him. Oh no. What was
Bro,
going
that's what I'm
on?
saying. Like, like I said, I was so shocked because I was like, well, damn. Like, I mean,
Oh dang.
bro, like, what do
What's
you
he
mean? Like,
doing?
what is you doing?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
That's not the vibe, but it is what it is. Take note, young artists.
Yeah, don't be in the streets. Get out the streets. Find another way to pay for your studio sessions and your producers and stuff. Find another way to do it. Don't be out here running
One last
hoes and
one last comment. One last comment. Not to like be like a snitch or anything, but
yes,
the Clips has a connection. No, because I'm about to talk about some shit. The Clips has a connection to is it Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, Freeway or whatever?
okay.
Think anybody correct me in the wrong correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but there's a connection between them. There's always like sometimes there's like connection between drugs and the streets, and then people try to do music because the streets got the drug money, and on average statistically, it takes about $100,000 to break an artist from videos to flights to shoots to this to that to interviews to promoting the music. On average, $100,000. So the streets got the money and the artist got the talent but no money. So they need a benefactor, a backing person that can help them, like a fake little label at first. So I could see how maybe the
I
label
mean, 6ix9ine
blended
is
into
a very good like example of that.
what'd you
Like
say?
6ix9ine was nowhere near 6ix9ine. Like 6ix9ine was not a street nigga. Like that nigga was not a street nigga. He was
You know
not
what's
no
crazy?
blood.
He used to be a cameraman. He used to shoot videos, music videos. Nobody knows this. He used to shoot music videos.
I did know that. I think I did know
Oh,
that.
really?
I
Okay, all
actually,
right.
yeah, surprisingly, y'all, don't cancel me, but I still like 6ix9ine. Even though he don't drop nothing now, I still put on me some 6ix9ine. Like that's my guy, bro.
Yeah, six
But
nine is a
yeah,
vibe.
let's. I don't know. What we got next, friend?
So, next we'll be talking about the SZA and Nicki Minaj beef. Let's see. Nicki versus SZA. I mean, honestly, I've been kind of following it. At some point, I stopped following it because I got out of job and I got things to do, you know. But yeah. I mean, you can only follow so much, but apparently Nicki is just hasn't been having the best past week over alleged threats, alleged lack of features from an artist named SZA, or maybe the TDE CEO said something about something Barb's and she took it the wrong way. It's just been a storm of reasons for her to pop off, and she's been popping off. Let me tell you, okay? She took shots at SZA. She had a little back and forth with SZA. She took shots at the TDE, is it CEO Punch? I guess maybe he
Yeah,
made a comment, and then apparently it's also over a feature from 2021 that she never did, and SZA's been trying to handle it gracefully, I would say. Um, but yeah, that's really the main gist of it. Nicki came for a bunch of people. They had a bunch of back and forths online. It even escalated a little bit to where I believe one of the TDE signees made a threat. I don't know if it was jokingly. I guess it was jokingly, I would say. It seemed jokingly to me, but Nicki didn't take it that way because she tagged I guess the district attorney
yeah.
or the
Like she's not the
FBI. She's
FBI.
tagging. I'm like, this is borderline. This is borderline dry snitching, Nicki. We gotta be careful what we do with this. But also, she's not in the streets. I've been preaching leave the streets. She's not in the streets. She's not a street nigga. So her only all she got is the feds. So it's like, but it seems like a bit much attracting attention to a brother maybe that maybe did or didn't mean what he said, but you know, gotta be careful what you say about who you say it about. Well, yeah, that's the long and
You
short of
know,
it.
honestly, like I said last week, I feel like she beats with every female artist out there. Like I just feel like she's not a girl's girl. One thing that I was thinking when I was like looking up this beef, but I was thinking like she do have those like how like Kanye got those like random like urges I gotta go post on Twitter about some crazy shit. She almost gives like she's like Kanye, like she just has this like impulse that she got to like kind of just like start she because this is like the first time she's done this. Like she just kind of has like
Meg.
this impulse.
Meg.
Like
She had a whole thing with Meg.
Meg, but I think she's done it like before, like well before Meg. Like she like kind of has like this impulse to just kind of like
Cardi.
start
Cardi
attacking
B.
people. Like I don't know. I feel like maybe she got something like mentally wrong with her. Maybe just a smidge bit. Maybe she got like a mental condition. Like you know how like Kanye crazy. But maybe Nicki is not well in the head. Maybe she needs some
I know
help.
what her condition is. It's the I don't like bitches condition.
Like bitches, it give almost jealousy at that point. Like that's not cute. Like that is
I
giving almost
mean,
like jealousy. Like
it's
I said, I've never liked Nicki Minaj's like her disposition towards people. I've never liked it. I think I stopped really liking it when she started beefing with Remy. I think that like, it just kind of like blew me because I'm like, come on, man, like you literally beef with every female artist, and this is why, and like, and I can't even really say this because it's not like Nicki Minaj is like not making money off of her residuals. Cause like she really don't make no projects. She don't do shit no more. She can't do shit with any
she
female
dropped
artists.
something like was it a year ago? It had some
But it
buzz
was
and it
going
kind of came and went. Huh?
But I'm pretty sure that was the thing between her and Meg when she was sending shots at Meg. And like you know, of
I think
course, the
so.
people that love Nicki is gonna ride with her. But like, let's put it on the table. Even if you ride with her, you can still call a spade. Like that shit was trash. Like you trash. Like you washed
Yeah.
up. Yeah, and honestly, like she really has not been popping since Safari left her. I ain't gonna lie. Like her ghostwriters left her. She ain't got. I'm gonna just leave it there before what's the barbs come after me because
Oh,
honestly.
they coming. They coming.
Fuck, it's like I just feel like she gotta calm down. Like I don't know, maybe she needs to like seek a therapist. I mean,
Matter of fact, this
she's
might
just
be
the
the
last.
opportunity to go viral for us because you know how these beehive and barbs peoples be going after people. If we tag them and tag like the head honcho, we might be able to go viral off this. Yep.
Fuck it, I don't care. Let her come after me. I don't give a fuck because like it's just not giving to me. Like she's not. Her ghostwriters left her. She don't make no more music. She probably miserable in her life because her husband can't be around no children. So she probably was miserable. Honestly, I feel like she giving miserable. It's giving miserable. That's where that it's giving miserable.
Hey, look, I'm trying to get into industry, okay? All right, you can't be saying stuff like this. Hey, look, honestly,
Friend, come on now. Am I not being honest?
look. I will say that she wants all the smoke, and she don't care. She don't care. She got a problem. She gonna say it. Is she always right? Maybe not. This situation kind of seemed like I don't know what happened behind the scenes because she be having receipts sometimes.
But so did Sister. Sister came with everything.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Everybody's gonna forget about it in 2 weeks anyway, so let's move on. Literally, let's just move on. Um,
Good
Hey,
tonight.
I hope we go viral, man, honestly. But all right, guys. So we're getting close to the end of the podcast. We're just gonna end off with a quick conversation, a discussion about music philosophy, the state of music, and what is going on. So, as we always do, we love stimulating conversation. Today, we basically have AI artists and AI music versus real artists and real music. So we're just gonna talk about it, wrap up for these last 10 minutes of the podcast. So, you want me to start us off, or you want to start us off?
Start us off, and then I'll follow
Cool.
up.
I have a few points. Um, Me as a producer, first I'll start from the creative perspective. It's honestly so tempting to just go and ask AI to make exactly what you need because that's what you can do. Hey, I want you to make something like this song with this chords and this key like this, and it'll make something completely unique like you've never heard. It's crazy. I personally haven't delved into it because I'm really somebody with a lot of pride and integrity about my creative process and um, just the creative process and like the art of making things from something from nothing. Since Prince said something that I found very interesting. If your instrument doesn't move air, if it doesn't push air, like you blow a flute, you blow a saxophone, it moves air. You play the guitar, it moves air to make that sound. Then it's not real, and that kind of stuck with me. Even though I do make computer music, when my music plays out the speakers, it moves air kind of, something's happening there. So Yeah, so I feel a ways because I feel like it might take our jobs, like jobs, of being a producer, that idea of going and cooking up with the artist. Some guy can just go online and type up this and shit out radio quality Weekend and Drake collab, which has happened. Like I think it was like maybe 6 months ago or back when the Drake beef was going on. We heard the AI Drake and the AI Snoop on one song. I'm just like, what's going on here? AI has a lot of power, and it's just like almost like, what's the point? If the AI is just gonna do everything, it's like, what's the point? Timbaland signed an AI artist. I see what he's doing. He's trying to be a businessman and get on the wave before it goes off. Because when it goes off, everybody's gonna be too late. All the real musicians and all the real artists are just gonna be like, well, fuck this. AI is like affecting everything, film, music, like everything creative, drawing, like artistry, like people go and travel the world to see certain things because they're a piece of art, they're a work of art. And it's like if AI can just do it, AI can just 3D print this megalithic piece of art statue, then it's like, what's the point? We kind of miss the whole point, the whole thing. If it's not the same, which is why I'm curious to see where it'll go. I'm curious to see how the AI will take hold in the music industry. I think it's gonna have its section, it's gonna have its sector, and they're just gonna be like these niche things, and they're gonna be that. And we're gonna still have the Travis Scotts, the performers, the creators, the real life creators, um, doing their thing. I think they're also gonna use the AI, but they're gonna more so use it as a tool. Like if I need a guitar player, I could go and ask AI, hey, I need guitar, do it like this. And I don't have a guitar player. It's a utility. It has its utility, but let's not make it the only utility, the only thing. If you just type it up and it just craps out a song, it's like, what are we really doing? People were accusing Playboy Cardi of using AI on Timeless and Rather Lie. I think a song and Fine Shit. I'm like, oh wow, that's a surprise because I would have never noticed. I would have never known. And like, I get it. If you're a Chris Brown and your voice goes bad and you use some AI to, I mean, I guess, but nothing beats. And there's a reason that live performance is still so cherished. Nothing beats a live performance, somebody that can come and do it in real life, real people doing real things with real songs and dripping real sweat. It's just something about it, you know. But that's my take. Um, am I for it? I have mixed feelings on it. AI definitely has its utility, but I don't want it to. I'm biased. I don't want it to replace what I do, you know. And it just kind of like takes the fun out of it a little bit. It's like you can just crap out an AI beat. It's like, well, okay, what's the point? What's the point? If it's AI, what's the point? Like, what's really the point? I could be an artist tomorrow. That's my take. If it's AI, what's the point? What are we even doing here? Like, you know, um, I still do like it, but it's like it takes something away from the actual artiste. Off to you, Janae.
Honestly agree with you. I have mixed thoughts about it. I'm not as biased as you, but I'm coming from a listener standpoint. So, I mean, I like good music, so I feel like I can be biased on this certain topic. So I have a few points just like you. I kind of want to touch on what you said before I get into my point. How AI may have like a sector in within the music world, which honestly can create some good competition though. Like if it does
Mhm.
decide to kind of like pop off properly, it can come up with like these little artists that come out like they probably won't make it. It would be like some heavy competition going on. But go back to my points. Um, so I kind of touched on the producing point and I touched on
Mhm.
the lyrics when I kind of
Mhm.
like made my notes on this. But I feel like AI can be used for like good things. Like it can be used to like
For sure.
create this like rough draft of a beat. Like say for like an artist that they need like a beat to like start their like lyrics. So I feel like it could be like good brainstorming for artists. Um, you can still get creative, while you're kind of like maybe using the beats. Like you can still write these creative lyrics.
Mhm.
Um, But I don't know, and it also creates like an outlet for like newer artists that don't have like maybe the money to like pay for a producer or know anybody that produces. Like they can get a like like some beats online and just say, hey, like give me this beat. So that way, but again, it does take away that authenticness from a sound, somebody's sound.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And with that being said, this can also help producers, if they don't have, instead of spending, one time on, all this time on one person's beat, like they're able to kind of spread their talents elsewhere too. They can just add their little flair on it, little salt bay. But they're not spending their whole time on one beat. They're able to kind of go to another beat and work on that too, because they need to, I'm not really, so say I'm a producer, I don't really, like you say, you don't do guitars, add that guitar in. I'm on the next person. I'm on to the next artist working on their beat. So it does like I feel like if you use it correctly and add your little flair to it, then I don't see why not like using it. It is cutting corners, definitely a cutting corners type of situation. Um, but yeah, like it may be it can be useful to like artists that have like writer's block with the lyrics. I don't know, friend. Like I feel like this is a really weird like topic to even be discussing. I think where I like kind of draw the line is like when that whole like stuff came out about like voice cloning, when they were just like taking Drake and had Drake on like this like girly beat and was singing like girly stuff, and it was just like, wait a minute now, like it was funny, but like this is taking away somebody's character, and I feel like you can sue, like that's like defamation, like you cannot do that. And I
Yeah.
also don't think that labels should be able to even have AI artists because it like gets to the grid of like who's paying,
Well,
how
you
are
know
they getting
something?
paid?
You know something? The labels might even love it if this shit goes off because they can just create somebody or buy somebody's persona and they don't have to worry about the attitude. They don't have to worry about a writer. They don't have to worry about travel costs. They don't have to worry about paying the artist in
It gotta be something
advance.
legal involved though. Like I mean, because at that point then like it's like authentic. Like it gotta be some. I don't know. I feel like it's just something legal that has to be involved there. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like you just
The
have this
the
random entity. Entity. I'm
mm,
gonna call it an entity. That's just like rapping out the ass, but then it's not a real person. So like, I guess you cut the middleman out, and you're the one that's just getting paid. So like, the label is the artist, which doesn't make any sense.
that's what they want. The value of the art is in the effort. You know what I mean? The value of the art is in the effort put into it. That's why like we have some of the wonders of the world, the value of the art. If a machine just put it together, oh, shit it out, it doesn't hold as much because we as humans we understand what time and what passion looks like into a craft, into like honing your sword to this like unbreakable thing. You know what I mean? Like that's really what we value. We value ballerinas and the arts of the ballet and the Broadway because of the hours put into learning how to dance, learning how to be on your tippy toes, learning how to sing, whatever it is. So, if anything, I hope it enhances the field as opposed to like just making it nothing. Yeah,
Dismantling it.
like yeah, like if you think about it, like I don't know if AI could give us. I mean, maybe it could, but it couldn't give us a Michael Jackson Thriller off the wall. Like it probably could, but it needs that reference of because nothing like that was ever there before. So it's like, I don't know. And like, it's interesting because I think maybe I sound like an old man because like there's older guys that used to make beats on the MPC, the drum pads, and then the FL came out and they're all like, oh, well, that's not the same. Or like Prince's comment, if it doesn't move air, it's not real. So like there's different levels to it because I make beats on like a computer and like I could play some stuff in or play some drums in, but I'm like for the most part clicking and dragging. And then there's now this new generation of AI creation where it's not clicking and prompting. You get what I'm saying? So it's like maybe I'm like the old man now, and the newer generation is like, oh, you just don't understand. But it's like you can only, it has to be a line somewhere, a line in the sand somewhere. And we have to decide where that is with regards to AI. But
I feel like it's gonna be
yeah,
hard because when you're working with people, everybody got an opinion about something. So it's
Yep.
kind of hard to like draw this
Yep.
like imaginary line in the sand to say, hey, like, we're not going to do this, but we're going to be able to do this.
Right. Exactly.
Like I don't know. It almost like needs to be like a code of ethic of music, if that makes sense. Like a code of ethics.
It's always gonna be like that.
I feel like it's
Right.
always going to be like pushing the boundaries. Like I feel like I don't know. It's I hope it just is used properly, if that makes sense. Like if you're gonna use it properly. Like don't go and just make this whole beat on there and say, hey, this is the beat. Add a little flair to it. Add your own little sizzle to it. Don't just add like, okay, this is
Yeah.
O1 beat. I'm using this is O1 beats. No, this is AI, baby. Like
Featuring
this is AI. No, that's what I'm saying. Like don't add your little flair to it. Don't like how in school, like when they teach you like, oh, you need to paraphrase or you need to restate what you're saying. Don't plagiarize. That's where I'm at. Don't be plagiarizing from the AI.
It gets tricky because like I don't you like the AI doesn't reference anything, but it kind of takes what is and then kind of makes something new, I guess, based on a pattern. So it's like how do you reference like where who there's no like reference. I don't know.
Yeah, like
It's
where's
tricky.
it
It's
coming
tricky.
from? And
Exactly.
that's true. Like, where is it coming from? I mean, and then you want to think about like if it is referencing something and somebody catches it, like the artist that it's being referenced from, and then you got some lawsuits against you because or the song comes down or the album comes down. So
Right.
I mean, that's another thing you have to think about. Yeah, like I didn't even think about that part.
Yeah. It's still very new. Let's see where it goes because all of the albums we talked about today, I'm pretty sure who knows, honestly, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't
This one,
AI. So yeah.
I don't think any of the
Yeah.
projects were AI, but who
Uh,
knows?
yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, great convo on that. Great points. I like talking about that. Vents my little nuanced thoughts about production and stuff.
That was good thoughts, Frank.
Yeah. But I think we'll wrap it here. It's a good place to wrap. Once again, shout out to our artist of the week, K4, with his song Youngest Turn. Um,
Woohoo!
that's episode 5, y'all. Peace out.
Yeah, peace out,
Next
y'all.
week. See y'all next week. Episode 5. All right. Black Power.
I'ma grind like the
All
winds
right,
do.
all right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
How do I
I'ma
stop
hit
this
the ground
recording?
running. I'ma go and
You
get
stop
the
it from
money.
there?
I'ma do what I gotta do.
I'm gonna stop
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'ma hit the ground running. I'ma go and get the money.
I do this shit for my mama, nigga.
Feels got that
Just put a card on my wrist, but I can't even tell the time. Let's get it started, try to reach for it, I swear it's going down. And I feel like the kid ahead of his time. Niggas flying, but I'm watching steps ahead of my mind. On the youngest turn, and I don't even want your bitch, cause she the only one burn. And I told Reese to pass the block, cause you know that I'm a score. I ain't worrying about a thing, these niggas hoes already know. Niggas hating on